What if I told you that the next level of your life is dependent on your ability to silence the noise in your mind? My name is Dari Drojaye. Welcome to this YouTube channel. We are going to be discussing silence the noise. Let the zeal of your mind consume you. The Passover of the Jews was at hand, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. In the temple, he found those who were selling oxen and sheep and pigeons and the money changers at their business. And making a whip of cords, he drove them all with the sheep and oxen out of the temple. And he poured out the coins of the money changers and overturned their tables. I move to the last verse. His disciples remembered that it was written, "Zeal of thy house will consume me." I just read John chapter 2 from verse 13 to 17. Now, it's amazing. And the first question that pops up in my mind is that why the temple? I know it was a religious season when everybody gathered at the temple for prayers, for religious activities. These businessmen and women brought the business to the people. Now, bringing the business to the people is not the wrong idea, because that is what Amazon is doing right now. Amazon brings the business to the people and is able to reach more people in that sense. So that is a good business strategy. But what is odd in this story is the fact that it was done in the temple. Why the temple? Even if it was done outside the temple, I think it will still be accepted. But inside the temple that is made for worship, the temple that is made for prayers, is now turned to a business market. And Jesus was infuriated by this absurdity. And he made a whip of cords and drove them all out of the temple. Now, the temple is an allegory of what happens exactly in our minds. It's an allegory of what happens in your mind. There is so much market. There is so much noise in your mind. Buying and selling, going up on in your mind. And so, noise is often considered as unpleasant, loud, or disruptive sound that can be disturbing or annoying. So, noise in your mind, the market in your mind, I'm simply referring to the noise from social media. I'm simply referring to the noise of indecision. I'm simply referring to the noise of limiting beliefs. Now, this noise in general, and so much more, noise of procrastination. This noise, what it does is that it drains your physical energy, because your mind is filled up and your mind cannot concentrate, and so your energy is leaked out. You become weak physically and you cannot perform your daily task because your mind is full of noise. This noise also affects your emotional strength. It makes you weak, non-resilient. You cannot be able to cope with challenges or obstacles because your emotional strength is weak. This is what the noise does. The noise also affects your mental strength. It distracts your mental strength. And so you lose focus and determination. This noise from social media, noise of indecision, noise of procrastination, and other various kinds of noise of limiting beliefs, also reduce or dilutes your moral strength. You cannot stand for principles. You cannot stand for value because your mind is full of noise. And your mind is not able to fix his attention or his focus on one thing. Having quiet mind is inevitable because therein lies your strength. So your mind is where everybody is coming to display their wares, to display their merchandise. So if you are not careful, you are going to be drained of physical strength. You are going to be made weak in your emotional strength. Your mental strength is going to be distracted. Your moral strength is going to be diluted because everybody is coming for the decision you are going to make. And your mind is a place of decision. Your mind is like the temple which everybody gathers to and begins to sell what they need to sell for their own profit, not for your profit. So everything that is coming up on social media that is destructive, indecision is destructive, unbelief is destructive. And so you have to make a decision to either go with these distractions or you go with value, or you go with determination, or you go with focus on what is proper and what is good for your life. The noise in your head must be silenced. And guess what? The irony of the matter is nobody is coming to silence the noise. It took Jesus, who is God of the temple, to come to silence the noise in the temple. So it's going to take you to silence the noise in your mind. If the zeal of your mind does not consume you, nobody will help you silence the noise in your mind. If you have a decision to make, think through it and make the decision. Because you need to silence the noise of indecision. And don't forget, not to decide is to decide, because choice is inevitable. And for every choice, there is a consequence. That's why I said you have to think through the decision you have to make and make the decision so that indecision will leave your mind. So that the noise of indecision will leave your mind. Reduce endless scrolling of social media. As much as you have things that are valuable to get from social media, you must make sure you are timing yourself. Don't give all your time to scrolling on social media, or else you will only be filling your mind with noise. Let your eyes and let your ears be the safeguards for your mind, for the values that will be entrusted into your mind. Because your mind is a place of decision. And so everybody is looking forward to your decision. And that's why there is noise in your mind. Send those limiting beliefs packing. I'm telling you, limiting beliefs will come up at different times of your life. These limiting beliefs are packed up by experiences, packed up with memories. And so they have settled in your subconscious mind, because these things are things that have happened to you, and you are pegging your future on the past. You have to release these limiting beliefs so that the noise in your mind can be silenced. For you to gain your strength, because in quietness is your strength. Isaiah 30 verse 15 says, in quietness and in trust is your strength. So your strength is in a quiet mind. You need a quiet mind to be able to have full strength, to be able to have physical strength, to be able to have emotional strength, to be able to have mental strength, to be able to have moral strength. So I'm charging you today, let the zeal of your mind consume you. Whatever you are doing on a daily basis, that your eyes and your ears are the guards of your mind. Use the guards of your mind effectively to safeguard your mind from noise. Let your mind only absorb value Let your mind only process what is valuable. Plant in your mind only the seed that is valuable to the future. The future of your life depends on the information you allow into your mind today. So safeguard your mind. Let the zeal of your mind consume you. Put only what is necessary in your mind to process. And then your mind can produce the future you envisage, the future of your dreams. I believe this message has blessed you. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until I see you again, keep focusing on the bright side of life.